Good afternoon, everyone. Life has a funny way of making sense in hindsight. It nudges you towards paths you once avoided until you realize you were destined to walk them. For years, as an oral researcher, I wanted to work with only diseased oral tissues. However, when the pandemic hit, I had no other option but to work with saliva. Today, I'm here to tell you that it may be one of the body's most revealing black boxes and a window to understand long overlooked oral systemic health. To explain what we study, I wanted to let you know who we are. As healthy human body, it's just not 30 trillion human cells, it's an ecosystem comprising 40 trillion bacteria and an astonishing 400 trillion viruses. Through their interaction with our cells and bacteria, these viruses can shape biological processes and influence health and disease. However, we know very little about how these viruses work and how they cause disease, especially the oral disease. The oral cavity is one of the body's largest microbial reservoirs, second only to the gut. And in our lab, we are investigating how viruses and immune cells cause clinical manifestation of gum disease. So, gum disease is a condition affecting more than 1 billion people worldwide. Statistically, about 1 in 2 people sitting in this room might have some episode of periodontal disease or peri-implant disease. We focus in our lab how immune cells and different viruses, especially herpes virus and SARS-CoV-2, contribute to the gum disease pathobiology, and how this connects to other chronic systemic conditions. So a key question we wanted to ask is how we can leverage the information contained in the saliva to identify how the disease manifests. Saliva is an excellent monitoring tool. It is a one-stop shop. It contains massive amount of different diverse biological information, including DNA, RNA, molecules, bacteria, viruses, you name it, it is there. However, you have to find from all of this box meaningful information at the molecular and cellular level. In our lab, we have been investigating saliva to understand how the gum disease manifests. We have shown that the higher levels of herpes virus causes gum disease, and we have used electrochemical biosensors to identify health versus disease status using a cohort of long COVID patients and patients with Parkinson's. We have understood that saliva can be used rapidly to distinguish health versus disease state. As you can see here, patients with COVID status had higher levels and diversity of different immune cells, which we can quantitate very easily using flow cytometry. Importantly, from saliva, we can say that there are distinct microbiome species in health versus disease, which is a manifestation and cause the clinical manifestation of the disease. So I would like to end with this great quote from Charles Mayo, which inspires me every day, that the next great step in preventive medicine must come from the dentist. And in that direction, we are leveraging the knowledge contained in saliva to learn about oral and systemic health connections. Thank you.